Friday. It's Frances here, playing for you. And thanks to those who are going to be tuning in. And for those who are going to be tuning in later, thank you too. I know it's been kind of busy. For me, it's been kind of a crazy week. And it's always great to be here playing music for all of you. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this oldie but goodie here. This is my version of Love Song by The Cure. I don't think I've done this in a while, so here we go. Everyone, to those tuning in. I see a few people tuning in and out, and I see a couple of you joining me. Thanks. Greetings, greetings. If you're on Pacific time, hope you're enjoying your lunch hour. And those around the world, around the country, hello, hello. Hope you're having a good Friday so far. So that was my version of The Cure's Love Song, and this is going to be, this next original is my song called Back Again, You Never Went Away off of my most recent album, Hidden Gems. And it is based on my recovery journey. This month of March is very significant for me because it's my 5-year survivor anniversary. And so this song I wrote back then during my recovery to thank everyone for those who have been there for me, including one songwriter in particular, Robert Howard, whose song The Coming of Grace really affected me and helped me get through. So this was my response to that song, and he knows about it too, which is really cool. So here we go. Back Again, You Never Went Away. Came into my life when everyone around me cried. I lost track of all the years gone by as I lived from day to day, never knowing where you were, what you were from day to day. When I thought this was the end, let me know that you're a friend from yesterday. When you came to me that day, let me know in a gentle way that you never went away. Came into my life with more than what the past beholds. Too much time has passed us by. Now I want to know you again. Do you know what this kindness means to me? To let me hope, to let me be. When I thought this was the end, let me know that you're a friend from yesterday. When you came to me that day, let me know in a gentle way that you never went away. Would I know just what to say if I came face to face with you? Know that I do not want anything in return, just to pass along this message, genuine from me to you. When I thought this was the end, let me know that you're a friend from yesterday. When you came to me that day, let me know in a gentle way that you never went away. You never went away. Thanks. Thanks so much. So that was my recovery song. Back Again, You Never Went Away, dedicated to those who've been there for me. It really means a lot. And thanks for being here with me too. Hope you're doing okay. 2 people here. Hello, hello, hello. I'm kind of afraid to kind of fiddle with my Facebook live settings right now because each time I've done that, it's kind of like crashed in some way, so I'm gonna leave it. So I'll make sure to check the comments and respond. But I just want to let you know that I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so I'm switching back and forth between the originals and covers here. So this is this next one. Haven't done this in a while. This is my version of Elvis Presley's "Can't Help Falling in Love with You," and there have been so many versions recorded lately. I know there's been a recent version that's been on the radio lately. So here we go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flow surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flow surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. Thanks so much. That was my rendition of "Can't Help Falling in Love with You" by Elvis Presley. So hope the weather's good for you. It's been really nice here lately here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Kind of chilly sometimes still, but definitely the sun's been out, and I know daylight savings time has been around for since this past weekend, right? And that transition always throws me off. I get really tired and not as alert. I think maybe because it's that hour of sleep that we lose. And then my son, and then I talk to other friends and their kids, forget about it. It's just they're a little bit out of whack, but luckily over time we get used to it, like anything, like any change, like any situation. So okay, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and do another original song. Since it's been more than a month since I last played, I've been trying to kind of vary it up and do some covers that I haven't played in a while, and some originals spread out throughout each of my 3 albums, and then I think I'm gonna attempt once again another one that I've been working on. So this is called "Moving" This is a really old song. I think I wrote this back in 2000, maybe 2002. So this is a 20-year-old song here, everyone. So I'm aging myself here, but that's okay. You know, hey, it's great to be here. Great to still be, after everything I've gone through, just alive and kicking here. So this is called Moving. Look out the window pane, she saw the grays of once was again. To which she sighed and smiled, because she thought that it was the end. And there it is, she saw the presence calling out her name. And there it was, she stood in silence, things won't be the same. And so she knows now the thing she believes to be true to her. She whispers deep inside, never let you pass her by. She never will again, never take the time to let her spirit die again. There she goes. Look out the window pane, I see the grays of once was again. To which I sigh and smile, because I know that it's not the end. And here it is, I see the presence calling out my name. And here it is, I stand in silence, things won't be the same. And so I know now the things I believe to be true to me. And I whisper deep inside, never let you pass me by. I never will again, never take the time to let my spirit die again. And here I go, here I go. Here it is, I see the presence calling out my name. And here it is, I stand in silence, things won't be the same. So I know now the things I believe to be true to me. And I whisper deep inside, never let you pass me by. Never will again. I'll never take the time to let the spirit die again. And here I go, here I go. All right, thanks. Yeah, that was my song Moving. I think I was, at the time I wrote that song, I was the very kind of, not defiant, but kind of, I think whatever I was going through at that time, I was focusing on resiliency. Just to, just keep pushing, keep doing my thing, and, don't give up in spite of, what other people might think of me, what other people, might have said or done or whatever. We're still here. We still have our reason for being here and our purpose. So that's why, one of the reasons why I wrote that song back then. And so yeah, I feel grateful that I have the opportunity to be able to play that for you 20 years later. Okay, so this next one, um, okay, I'm switching back and forth between the originals and the covers here. So this is a cover. This is one of my favorite songs to play ever. This is my version of "Ask" by the Smiths. So here we go. Shyness is nice. Shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life you like to. Shyness is nice. Shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life you like to. So if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no. How could I? Coyness is nice. Coyness can stop you from saying all the things in life you like to. So if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no. How could I? Spending more summer days indoors, writing frightening verse to a buck to birds. Ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, because love is not love and it's the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb that will bring us together. Nature is a language, can't you read? Nature is a language, can't you read? So ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, because if it's not love, then it's the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb that will bring us together. If it's not love, if it's not bomb, if it's not bomb that will bring us together. So ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me, ask me. Okay. All right. Thanks. Yeah, that was my version of "Ask" by the Smiths. Um, Morrissey and Johnny Marr, that songwriting partnership really influenced me in my preteen years, and to this day, just Johnny Marr's dexterity, not only with his left hand but his right hand with the rhythm, playing the rhythms and rhythmic guitar, it just really made an impression on me, and I think he is definitely a big guitar hero influence in my life. So yeah, that was "Ask" by the Smiths, and let's go ahead and let's see how much time we have. Oh my goodness, yeah. Um, Time's flying by here. I feel like I just started. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do several more songs. I'm gonna play it by ear. Maybe like 3 more songs or so, maybe more, depending on how things go. And I know people, are tuning in from their, for their lunch. So thank you guys. Hope I can be some nice ambiance music for you while you're eating your lunch. let's see. Okay, let's do this. Speaking of ambiance, this is another original song off of my first album, Now We're Here, that I released back in, when did I release it? 2008. I think I wrote this song back in 2005 or so. This is called Lahaina. I remember being inspired by the beach on Maui, and just, looking at the palm trees and the clear, beautiful white sands and everything like that. So hopefully this can take you to that very relaxing place. So here we go. Show me how to see the way that's right for me. When all's been said and done this time, why does the wind blow me back to you again? Far away from someone new. The Lahaina breezes flow and cool my skin. This night I hold you close underneath the stars. Tell me why I still want you, baby. Tell me the reasons why you want me to. If we can both start all over again, will the feeling still be deep or true? The Lahaina breezes flow and cool my skin. This night I hold you close underneath the stars. Time to let go of you and me. Time to see if it's meant to be. Time to experience reality. I've got to be free. Got to be free. Will we ever say a prayer if we'll be together again? Will we know if the fires will burn over time is more than friends? I don't know. Time to let go of you and me. Time to see what's meant to be. Time to experience reality. I've got to be free. Time to let go of you and me. Time to see what's meant to be. Time to experience reality. I've got to be free. Got to be free. Got to be free. Got to be free. Yeah. hope that song was able to take you away to a tropical place. Okay, so, all right. I'm going to keep chugging along here. I see a few of you still here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And I'm going to just keep chugging along and keep playing the music and hope that you enjoy. So here we go. Let's see. This is another oldie but goodie. This is off of my first album. This is called Good Night. And initially, I wanted to play a newer one that I've been working on in this songwriting group that I'm in, but I don't have the lyrics quite as tight as I would like them to be. So, but the theme was, the songwriting group theme was growth, and so instead I'm digging up this old song that's about growth. So maybe we can reflect here about all the times where the moments where we needed to grow, or this time that we're going through right now is a lot of transition and hopefully growth. Hopefully we can grow forward and evolve instead of moving backwards. But anyway, that's my humble opinion. Okay, so this is called Good Night. Good night to all, and good night to you, as I change my face and my body into something new. Good night to fear, and good night to shame, for I don't fear the truth that there's no one to blame. This is all a part of the deal of saying goodbye to the night that seems so real. It slips away, and it's okay. Hey, like my love, may your stars shine bright above. Good night to people who may know or don't know what I made of. Good night to those who fear all that's inside of them and don't know why I do the things I do. This is all part of the deal of saying goodbye to the night that seems so real. It slips away, and it's okay. Hey, this is all part of the deal of saying goodbye to a night that seems so real. Slips away, and it's okay. Hey, good night to all, and good night to you. This you. That was my song called Good Night. So it's about moving and growing and evolving and doing your best to leave things behind and move forward and be your best self. And sometimes that's not always easy, right? Sometimes we tend to kind of get stuck in the past on things, or replay things in our mind over and over. I know I do that. But the good thing about songwriting is that you can kind of process these kinds of things, and sometimes when you're in a funk, you remind yourself, oh, that's right. I wrote about this in my song, and I was trying to give myself hope through this song. So hopefully, hopefully you're enjoying these tunes. Songwriters, artists, we really put a lot into what we do, and our humble songs are out there and putting this out into the universe for everyone. I'm choosing to share. So thanks again for listening. Gonna do a couple more for you, and I'll switch up the pace a little bit here. Here's another cover. When I was a kid, I loved John Denver. He was everywhere growing up. I mean, I'm a Gen Xer, and I was old enough to remember the 70s, but primarily my childhood was mostly in the 80s, childhood, adolescence, and I would say like my late teens, college years were in the early 90s. But anyway, I remember all the great songs that I would hear on the radio from John Denver, and stuff that my parents would play, and I would see him everywhere on TV. I would see him on the Muppets, and I love the Muppets. He'd be singing with Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. My favorite Muppets growing up. So anyway, and I remember over the years, during my lifetime, people kind of dismissing his work, thinking it's so cheesy, which was unfortunate, because looking back now, now that, being a songwriter myself, I really can appreciate his melody, his lyrics, his song structure, the chord, the chord progressions, his finger picking techniques, everything. I mean, sometimes it takes a while, it takes time and distance to be able to appreciate someone, and I can definitely say that about him. So anyway, I'm rambling on and on. This is Annie's song. You fill up my senses like a light in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you, let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. fill up my senses like a light in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Thanks so much. That was my version of Annie's song, and I just love the finger picking style on that. And I thought to myself, oh, I'd love to be able to learn that someday. And yeah, I'm glad I can play that for you. So hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for listening. And if you like what you hear, please, my website, francesenchedasongwriter.com. I'm on Instagram, here on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, iHeartRadio. Luckily, I'm on all of those. And feel free to just stop by, say hello. If you want to sign up on my email list, that's great too. Next Friday, a week from today, around this time, let me know. I'm going to post an event. It's going to be a fan appreciation event for my friends, family, and people who just, support and listen to my music. I'm doing an all-private Zoom concert event, taking your requests of songs that you've heard me play, both originals and covers. So feel free. I'm going to post a Facebook event, both on my musician page and my personal page. And feel free, if you can direct message me, you can RSVP to my Facebook event page, and let me know if you're interested in attending, and I can send you the link, and you can let me know what song you'd like to hear, what song of mine or a cover that I usually do, what you would like to hear. So that's my thank you to all of you for helping me get this far. All right, thank you. So this last song is an original. Also, I wrote this during my recovery journey, and this is called In My Time of Need. And so I've been revisiting these half-baked songs that I worked on 5 years ago, and I'm trying to work on them again in hopes of recording them and putting them out. So this is a work in progress, but know that the message is genuine. So this is called In My Time of Need. time of need, do I know just where to go? I can turn to you. Your faith in me really shows. Curiosity, don't pay visibility. People come and go, that's just when you know. Curiosity, don't pay unpredictability. People come and go, that's just when you know. Our love grows. Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. And that was that. Made it through that one. So thanks so much for your patience, your flexibility, your support, and for tuning in and appreciating the music. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep chugging along as much as I can, as long as I can with this music. I'll see you this Sunday live in person. If you're here in the Bay Area at El Lopo Wine and Tapas Bar in the Polk Gulch neighborhood in San Francisco. And again, next Friday, I'll be doing the all request private Zoom concert a week from today from 12 to 1. So I'll be posting the event reminder on my Facebook page and sending out an email reminder for those who are on my newsletter. And feel free, just go ahead and request something, an original, a cover. Feel free to do that, and I'll be glad to play for you to show my appreciation. So thank you. And then next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but a week from tomorrow, I'll be doing the monthly Cornpalooza live music streaming festival again, raising awareness and support for Bay Area Cancer Connections, and that's my way of giving back to my fellow survivors too. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Salamat. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you, and have a great weekend, and take care. Bye.